episodes each week, but it was too much going on that we did not want to keep breaking it up. So without further ado, I have Miss Inga here with me and the hardest working woman down on these YouTube streets, Miss Tamika's Den. Hi, ladies.
Hey, hello, everybody.
Oh, hello. Can you hear me?
This is
Yes.
really nerve
Okay,
wracking.
'cause the microphone was all screwing up, and I don't know what's going on.
Oh, okay.
Y'all, it's cold outside. That's why I have my hat on.
Yeah, I have a delay on my end. I can tell.
Yeah,
I
it's a
like that
little.
hoodie.
Yeah.
It's the Wu-Tang.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Wu Tang. Yeah, I love a Wu Tang. Yeah. Hey everybody. Hey good people.
Uh, So, uh-oh, my slides all jacked up. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Hi, everybody. Thank y'all for coming through. Hi, Kendall. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hi, Miss Sharon. Hi. Thank you. Thank you to everybody for coming through. I appreciate it. And I do apologize about the lag.
And my mouse ain't trying to work. What is
Hi,
going on?
Lemon Kush Pepper. Okay, so Fool Me Once, episode 3. I don't know if I can't keep it. I'm not gonna be able to keep it in episodes. I know I'm not. Because it's too much going on. So I'm just gonna go with whatever picture pop up, we're gonna talk about it. Okay, so here we see this is when Caroline is talking to Maya about paying off Detective Kears so many thousands of dollars per month. And then she goes and tells the mother, Judith, which Caroline's asked her not to say anything, but as soon as she walk out the room, she go and tell the mother exactly what Caroline told her. So Dr. I see what's going on with him. I feel sorry for
Maybe you need to go out and come back in, right?
Yeah, you might have to
pass
try to
out. He
go
got
out and come back in because it's
a
cutting
lot of
up.
stuff going on. And it's
Yeah,
all
we'll keep
the money part
we'll
and the
talk to the
medicine.
people in the chat. Yeah,
Y'all don't
maybe
hear me?
Yes, it's
I
going.
hear you, but it's just a delay. You might need to um click off and try to come back into the link.
Mm-hmm.
It could be an internet connection or it could be StreamYard.
Okay. All right, y'all handle it while I.
Yeah,
Okay.
hey Monique.
Hey, Monique, 69 ways. What's going
Mm-hmm.
on, everybody? We having technical difficulties. Y'all know how it go, y'all. Sometimes
Hey,
y'all be acting crazy.
yeah, exactly. But I finally went on and finished this yesterday. It got on my daggone nerves.
Yeah, you do
I
get
think
frustrated. You be cursing it out.
I think they could have condensed it. They didn't need
Mm-hmm.
8 episodes. I think some stuff they could have taken out,
Mm-hmm.
and we probably could have got it maybe in 4 episodes, 3 or 4, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as it was just some things have just drug out too long.
Yeah, I did. I know we talked about that a little bit
I
when we
don't think
did the
that's no
first
better.
part. I was saying it was like a really slow start. Like once it started getting into the story and you know what's going on and you trying to piece together who did what, you know,
Yeah, I
that's
agree with
fine. But
Monique.
it
I
took
rolled my
them,
eyes too.
yeah, it took them too long to get into the beginning. So I will say for anybody that hasn't watched yet, I think I seen Kendall say she have it on her list, but she haven't watched yet.
Even some stuff
Be
in the middle they
prepared
could
that
cut out.
it's a little slow, and we also get a lot of flashbacks. So
I mean,
some of the scenes are
we
actually, yeah,
some things we need the flashback so we
Yes.
understand.
yeah.
But some things they could have just condensed it a little down a little bit. I just think I
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
But that mom-in-law, I wanted to whip her ass a whole lot of times.
I think
Mm-hmm.
I'm still have a
Yeah.
lag.
Had a nasty looking
I think I
face
do.
too. She just looked mean.
she,
She just looked mean.
That's the truth. She definitely in the behind. Moochie kept texting saying she didn't like. She was like, "This mother-in-law getting on my nerves."
Yeah. And I kind of started figuring it
Mm-hmm.
out, the ending of it,
I'm still lagging.
sort of like
So
halfway. I
Tamika,
said,
can you
wait a
if I
minute, I
just
think I know what happened.
You okay, Candy?
can you talk about just the pictures, or I can just control the pictures if that makes sense, because I'm still
Okay.
lagging.
Okay. Um,
Well, as
Or just
far
talk
as
about
the
whatever you
kids,
see, because I'm still
the daughter was I mean the niece or whatever, she was
yes,
figuring a
this
lot of
is
stuff out, wasn't she? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. She was very
Mhm.
smart. She was on top of it. Well, they were working together, but at times she kind of was cutting the brother out too and kind of taking over. But they had more sense
Mhm.
than the adults. We they really did.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
They was piecing the
Um,
stuff together.
okay, so it turns out that it was her mother, which is the sister to Maya. It was her, okay, her mother was investigating, and
Yeah, that's what we
okay, yeah,
found
okay.
out
So
once we
she
knew
had
it
an
to
affair.
be.
She had an affair a long time, not an affair, but she messed around with some guy a long time ago. That's with a half brother. Cause I'm like, why they throwing this part in with the half brother? What he got to do with anything?
Yeah, because
But
at one point we thought that the sister was just killed in a robbery, or deleted in a robbery, I should say. But then as it goes on, you find out no, she actually was investigating stuff with Maya's husband and his family and the company that they run. And
mhm.
so now you kind of questioning, was she taken out because of that? You questioning, was she taken out by the son that she gave away? Could he possibly have been angry with her that she gave him up for adoption, but then she stayed and raised these kids? This is what the kids are starting to think and put
I
together.
was thinking because that she was investigating, and that's why she was taken out.
Hmm.
She was found out that the family was dirty.
Hmm.
Um, that's what I was thinking. Yeah,
Yeah, the kids, yeah. Because they
yeah,
like tracked down who the guy was, and they did all of this. Like I said, we talked about it a little bit when we did the one last week. They did all of this from finding an old picture of him, putting it in an app, tracked him down, and then he knew immediately who they were, and he gave
mhm.
them his address, like, oh, y'all can meet up with me later. And then this detective, I thought his story was interesting too, because he kept passing out everywhere, and we want to know why the hell
So I'm
is
thinking
he
he had yeah. So it turns out that
that
medication that family was in control. That was the medication he was taking, which was making him sick. So
yeah,
all
and he
along, he
didn't
really
know
wasn't
about
sick.
it. He didn't know about it as of yet. It was like we literally was trying to figure out, is he got some type of tumors, and then the people at his job was saying that he had an alcohol problem. He had was alcoholic in the past, went to the programs and all of that, and they kept questioning his new partner, like, well, is he back to drinking? And it's like, no, I don't think he's doing no drinking or nothing, right? And then that's when he finds out about the fact that his girlfriend had been taken out, and that he blames himself for that. So we kept
Okay,
trying to figure out, because he was passing out at the will, he was passing out in
and that
public when he
medication was
working.
making him have um what's not delusion? What's the word I'm trying to say? The medication was making
Yeah, it was
him
like what do you
seeing stuff
call
like he was
that?
seeing the the
Hallucinations. It was
hallucination. Yeah, that's
hallucinations,
yeah,
because
hallucination.
she
And so
tracked down this guy that was like, I forget the word for it, but he was somebody that when the government has secrets and different things, he exposes them. So come to find out, that was somebody that her sister had contacted as well, and she was really bugging out off of that, because she was like, well, why would my sister go and track you down when you're the person that basically wrote a big story on Maya, exposed her, and said that she had taken out all these innocent people, and she kept saying she didn't, and that he had messed up her reputation. So it was like, why would my sister go to a person that messed up my reputation in order for him to help her with a story that she's investigating? So that's when it kind of gets a little bit more
um
interesting, because you
and
like,
then
yeah, what the hell is going on?
so the the whole
Monique
time.
69 Way says he was getting on my nerves because he was going out spying on people by himself, knowing he going through health problems. Yeah, that was frustrating. And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes Maya was getting on my nerves too because she sometimes came too hard and told too much. Of course, once we get to the end, we find out why. But during that time when she was going around the people, I was like, come on now, you doing too much, you telling too much, like you ain't no damn cop or nobody. And then she was never
Uh,
letting
so the black lady that used to be his fiance, and so he thinking he having conversations with the lady. It turns out the lady was passed away. So
yeah, this is Tommy Dark is when
Can y'all hear
the
me?
yes, we can hear you.
mhm. Can you hear me?
Okay. You can hear me
Can y'all
good?
hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I know my microphone was acting stupid. Okay.
Yeah.
Um
I think I'm still lagging.
um
You sound okay now. I
Okay.
mean,
Go ahead,
you
Tamika. I'm
know.
sorry.
mhm.
No, I was just telling them that
I do.
Tommy Dark was the one that
Okay.
Tommy Dark was the one that the sister found out about, that he's been getting paid. Money had been getting put into his account for over 20 something years. So of
Mhm.
course she's just tracing the sister footsteps. Everything that the sister found out in her
Mhm.
investigation, she starts to follow it and trying to figure out, well, why was my sister looking at these people? And of course, when you follow the money trail, all of the money is coming from her husband's family, from the same mother-in-law that owns this company that we keep saying we don't like her, she trash. It's all coming from them. So it's like, well, why would they be paying this money for all these years? What's that about? Basically. But they could never find Tommy Dark. When they
Yeah.
went to his job, they said he had been missing for
Yeah.
weeks. His wife said he was missing for weeks. So it was like, did they take him out? What's going on there? Why can't they find him?
Yeah, all these different characters. I was after a while I was getting kind of confused on who the hell
Hmm.
everybody was.
Right.
It was just too many daggone characters. I thought this guy was dirty.
I did too. I didn't
Yeah.
know whether to trust him or not, and I said that last week. It seemed like they seemed
Yes.
like they knew each other from the military, and
Hmm.
Yeah.
sometimes he came across like a brother and a friend, but because it was so
But he was
many
sneaky
different,
looking to
Hmm.
me, sneaky
right,
acting.
it was so
He was
many
very
different parts.
sneaky.
It was like, well, is he really there for her or is he against her? I couldn't figure it out either. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was missing for 6 weeks, Monique 69 ways. Yeah. It was like, well, where the hell this man just popped up and disappeared to? So,
Hmm.
and you
Yeah.
didn't know who
Yeah.
to trust. You felt like everybody was a suspect. Everybody looked like they
Right.
was guilty of something.
I mean, I trusted the detective. I
Hmm.
didn't think that he was sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody else seemed, very suspicious.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially that maid, or the nanny. She was
The
her and her
nanny,
husband. They was
yeah.
real
Because
suspicious.
it was like, why y'all keep running off? Why y'all keep trying to
And why
avoid?
did they make why did they do a video? They copy and paste her husband from the wedding and put it. Why did they do all of that to cover up? Then they
Yeah,
was trying to.
basically because his mother believed that Maya had took
To make
him
her feel
out.
like she
So
was crazy.
she put
Oh,
that
so the mother,
together. The
so the mother
mother,
paid
yeah.
them. Yeah, the mother paid
Mm-hmm.
them. Yeah. Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mm.
definitely.
Maya
Yeah,
put that gun in their face. They was
she
scared to death.
she had went to, I think she found out that the sister went to the school with the son, because at one point, I don't know if you have the pictures for that, but at one point they meet the brother. Well, the sister meets the brother, I should say, and come to find out he was at her school this whole time. He was a part of the soccer team
Hmm.
or something. And
Yeah,
she was
exactly.
like, so you already was watching us and knew? And then he was like, well, I didn't want to just
Yeah.
approach y'all. He said, yeah, he had met their mom already and went with
Mhm.
them to yeah, the mother wasn't
No,
dish.
she was. Yeah, she wasn't shit. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
um So when she was doing the investigation, and that's like when
Mm.
she would annoy me too, because she would come up like how she came up to that head man at the school and was just threatening him, and it's like, who the hell are you? You can't just be coming in people's office. But I mean, it worked because he started spilling the tea, and come to find out, her husband went to that school. Like her sister, literally, was following all the trails. So she had found out that the husband went to that school, and that when he was a teenager, there was a boy that supposedly died of alcohol poisoning, and him and I believe his brother Andrew was best friends. And then Andrew all of a sudden has a freak accident on a boat where they claim he took out his cell.
Yeah,
Some
but
say
we
it's an
found out that
accident,
wasn't
some
true.
say that he had took out his
Right.
cell. And so she was able to trace back, like
Mhm.
from the school to that boy's house. She just kept going, and it was like, well, so are y'all paying people off to keep them quiet about these deletions that happen? Like, what would be the coincidence that these boys would die within a couple of weeks of each other, and they all went to the same school? Something ain't right here. And
Hmm.
then, like Inga was saying, she even tracked down the nanny and her man. Finally, she
She
had to
put
go
that
through
gun up in
all
their
kind
face.
of
They were
stuff.
scared as all nowhere. And then she threw them in the back of the truck.
Yes.
Yeah,
She
that
had
was
to go
crazy.
through all kind of different stuff to find them. Monique 69 says the boy dying like that with the alcohol poisoning was sad and pissed me off. Yeah, because I remember they showed him in the very beginning, but I
Yeah.
didn't know at the time, like, what does this have to do with the rest of the story? Why did they show him?
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, the brother was working at the school as a new coach. So yeah, she finally confronted them because every
Theo
time she would
Mora,
see the lady.
the one that died.
Say it again. No, I mean, you can't control it,
I
girl.
said
It's
his name is
happened to
Theo
me a
Mora, the
plenty of
one that
times.
got killed
Okay,
by the
yeah, Theo. Yes,
alcohol poisoning.
yes, yes. And when she went and spoke to his mother said
Mhm.
she always thought it was something weird with that. She said, like, you don't take yourself out because you feeling sad. You take yourself out because you're feeling guilty. So in other words, she actually thought that um the brother might have had something to do with it, but she was even wrong with that. But it made sense with her way of thinking.
Hmm.
So that just kept making Maya even more and more curious, because now it's like, okay, well, apparently my sister didn't just get taken out in a robbery. This is something that they planned on doing because she was digging too much and finding out stuff, and therefore they had a reason to take her out. So at the same time, she's trying to find out who took out her husband, or if her husband is even still alive. She's busy looking to see what happened with her sister too. So now this has went from being one case to two cases that could possibly be connected.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
I'm trying to
Mm.
think of what else happened in
Yes.
there.
Well,
Yeah. Let's see. I think that's one of those.
did y'all like how it
Go ahead,
ended?
Inga.
Did you like how it ended? How it all came together?
I mean, I like seeing that. Because the way they did, to me, the way they did the cop story, that intrigued me because, like I said, we didn't know what was happening with him. And then when he finally went in there with the hacker and he started telling him about how, listen, they were doing things with this medication. But once we really dug into it, we found out that they was fixing all the records and making it look like the medication was working for a big percent of people that it's not. And he started saying the side effects. And as he's naming off the side effects, we see in the flashes where he literally was going through all those different side effects and he was getting the medication that they were talking about. And so he knew the guy wasn't lying. And then it started making more sense to him because remember when he went to the doctor and they did the test, they couldn't tell him why this was happening to him. They couldn't even put a name on it. Only thing they could say is, um, you got it? Oh, I heard a feedback. So the only thing they could say was, you got this degenerative thing happening in your brain, but you don't know why. And it made sense once the guy started giving the full breakdown of what all the side effects was, that he now knew it was the medication. And then
And
he
he having
still was
full
trying
blown
to work.
conversations. He was having full blown conversations
Yeah,
with
because
that black
I thought
woman.
that was a sponsor the whole time. I said,
It turned out that was his
wow.
ex fiance. Cause
Yeah,
she,
that was the one that basically had got taken out, that he blamed himself for her death, and she
Yes.
was literally
yeah,
coming and seeing him and talking. And every time they was talking, I was thinking she was his dear spot. So they had me
me
fooled
too.
with that
I
part.
mean they did have me fooled on that one. I have to say they, yeah, you know,
Yeah, they
um,
definitely did. And then
but
he
they did.
still was trying to work even when he got suspended, because at one point he got suspended, and then his partner even seen that he, like, to us, it looks like he's talking to her. But when they showed it from the partner's perspective, he looking at him like, who the hell is he talking to? Because nobody was
Exactly.
sitting
Yeah.
in the chair.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I did like that aspect of it, and I liked how the kids found their brother. Even though the daughter, she started ticking me at one point too, because she kind of like disappeared and got mad and said she needed time to
You know,
herself. The father didn't know where she was, and she didn't want to tell the brother anything. What you saying?
um, I was thinking about the father, the that little girl's father, the
Mm-hmm.
brother-in-law. At one point, I thought maybe he killed his wife. Everybody was confusing me. You know,
Yeah,
I said like you
yeah.
said, everybody was suspect. I said maybe he killed his own wife. You know, I wouldn't, yeah, because he was acting a little squirrely too. You know, so
Yeah, definitely. So I thought that part was interesting as far as the cop. I thought it was interesting as far as the kids. And then when they did find the brother, the father was actually welcoming to him and saying, you know, if he want to come over more, if he want to spend time, if he want to get to know you. And he even went to the man that he knew was his biological father and said, listen, you should be in your child's life. You should meet him. I think that he would be interested in meeting you. And he was like, oh, I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I want to be in his life. And if, you know, or whatever. But you know, they started to warm up to him a little bit, and then the brother was pissed because of course she had went ahead and did this without him. So, you know, but they seemed like they got over it, they got past it, and they was gonna try to at least keep in touch and form some type of relationship with him. So
yeah. But her husband was dirty. Maya's husband, he was real dirty.
yeah, that's the
He
whole
was
thing
dirty.
though, because then the farther she went and the deeper that she dug, because her and the hacker end up actually finding the guy that they was looking for, Tommy Dog. They end up finding him in a damn freezer. And then at this point, the cops is coming after them, basically accusing them of his, you know, taking him out. But it's like, no, we found him that way. We don't know how he got there. And of course, that was part of the reason how they brung the hacker in. And that's how the hacker got to tell him about, you know, the pills and what they have been doing to them. And so the fact that she found out all this information, they're like telling her, well, obviously, everybody that finds out the secrets of what this company is doing, they're taking them out. And that's how, you know, her sister got taken out, basically, is what they was trying to say. So then yes. Then she, you know, had kept digging or whatever, and I don't know if she like blacked it out and then it came back to her. That part I'm not too clear on, because it seemed like once she kidnapped the nanny and her boyfriend and was like, y'all gonna tell me what the truth is. And this part was crazy right here too, with
But what about when
Candy
he got
Love is showing
suspended?
right now.
But
When he went on that roof,
when
yeah,
he got
and the guy
suspended,
fell off.
why do you think they suspended him though, Tamika?
I didn't really think he should get suspended. I guess they felt like he put the guy in jeopardy, but he really didn't. He followed him up there to prevent him from jumping, but he ended up having one of his episodes and he passed out. And when the guy was trying to save him so he wouldn't fall off the roof,
Right,
unfortunately, the guy
right.
ended up falling off instead of him. But I really didn't think he should
he
get
was gonna die
suspended.
when he fell off that roof.
I did too. I
Yeah.
definitely thought he was gonna die. I was like, what the hell? And I said, why would you go up there and you know you be having these damn episodes? So he was stressing me out too, just like Monique mentioned earlier. Definitely was stressing me out. But once her friend followed her, hey Moochie,
Hey,
what's
Moose.
going on? Once her friend followed her and saw that she had the nanny and the boyfriend and they had put him in the truck and all of that, when she started talking to him, did y'all feel like she knew all this time what she had did? Because remember, right before this, she also admits to him, because she used to be in the military service, so you'll see a lot of flashbacks of when she was in the military. And remember, I said the hacker had the story out about her and how they had took out these innocent people. And all this time, he kept telling her, don't feel guilty. You didn't do nothing wrong. We followed our orders. But come to find out, that was a lie. She didn't follow the orders. She did what she felt like doing. So did y'all feel like when it came to the husband, do you think that she actually blacked out what had happened? Or do you think she knew the whole time and she was lying about it? You understand what I mean?
She knew the whole time.
Do you think she knew the
about
whole time? Okay.
I
yeah. Can
think
you
so
hear me?
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you. Yeah.
Time.
But Maya, one thing Maya did not give up though. She kept on till she was gonna get to the end of this. She
Yeah.
kept on and kept on.
Because I wasn't too sure. I kind of felt like she may have blacked it out and then started remembering. Remember him to check the pistol to see if the same one that took out is the same one that took out her sister or not. And it was like once he got the results back, he said it is the same weapon, and how could it possibly be the same weapon? But y'all might be right. It could have went either way. Monique 69 Way says I thought she was taking medication to black it out. Ooh, could have been, could have been, could have been, could have been. I don't know. Or she could have just really been faking really good and just made up the whole story from the beginning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She knew. She turned off the share mic in the helicopter. Oh no, that part I know she know as far as when they was in the helicopter. He didn't know, but she admitted to him what she did. So technically she put all of them in danger when she did that. And she took out innocent civilians. And she was saying, I gotta live with that every day of my life.
Maya was just as dirty as the husband.
Yeah, she was. She was. I said
Mm-hmm.
it's two dirty, crazy people that was married to each other.
Yeah. I mean, but he killed her. He killed her sister, and then and then she killed him. And I mean, she acted like she didn't know who killed her. I mean, she was real good with her.
That's what I'm saying. Like
yeah.
with that part, I was wondering, was she just faking the whole time and knew that she took him out? Because it seemed as if she had blacked out the fact that he took out her sister, and this is why she went to take him out. It seemed like once she started doing the investigation and everything started coming together, you know what I mean? That's the way I looked at it.
Yeah, yeah. What y'all think about when they did the when she put the nanny cam up there and caught the mother now?
Took him out.
Okay.
I didn't trust the mother-in-law from the get-go. Remember, I told y'all that last
I
week.
never liked her either.
Yeah, nobody cared about it.
No, but I thought that was genius what she did. She put that nanny cam and caught them live, and it went all around the world live, and they killing her live.
And then the fact that because I was like, well, what is she up to? What's she gonna go here and do? Because remember, he was about to arrest her, and then he let her go. But we didn't see the conversations that they had. She just said, let me do this. And he went to the hacker and said, I need your help. So we knew it was going to be something where the hacker was going to be tapping in, but we didn't know exactly what she had up her sleeve. And then she went to the house and she just started laying it all out that her husband had actually been taking out people since he was a teenager. So she since he was a teenager, I should say, he had help with taking out the boy. Then he basically helped with taking out his brother. And it didn't seem like the sister knew She seemed like she was the only one that didn't know what time it was. She was actually shocked by it. Whereas his brother seemed like he was just as much a damn demon as the mother. And then once she even blew up their spots, the mother was like, "Oh, well, we could probably just pay you. You know, it could be what it is, and we could just let him take the fall for everything that happened." I was like, "Yo, this
Yeah.
lady is the devil."
And then they were trying to say that whole accident on the boat was a hazing thing that went left.
Yes, Kendall. It's kind of like a drama, crime, suspense. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I know when she put that nanny cam up and got them and they was
Hey, Shayna.
and they was got caught all over the world on the internet. That was funny. I cracked up laughing on that part.
Okay. Okay, maybe y'all right. I guess I probably, we all could look at the same thing and we may perceive it in different ways. Because that part, I didn't feel like 100% sure that she knew. And sometimes when people do things like that, they do kind of black it out. But then when she just started admitting it to her friend and giving him the whole breakdown, like, yo, he took my sister out because my sister was on to him and his family. So therefore, I had to take him out. And she had switched the weapons. So how she really knew that he was dirty is when she went to meet him in the park, and they were standing there, and she accused him of taking her sister out. He basically tried to take her out, but the weapon she put was the one that didn't work. So in other words, he would have took her out in that park if he would have had the chance. And once she saw that he was ready to try to click on that trigger, she was like, "Oh yeah, I got something for your ass." And she let him up. She let him all the way up.
I didn't think when they shot her, I didn't think she probably was dead. I thought maybe she had like a bulletproof
I would have thought she would have wore a damn bulletproof vest.
Yeah, I
on.
thought
You
she had a
coming
bulletproof
here
vest on. I didn't think
accusing
she was
these
actually
people
dead.
of all this stuff, and you think you just because you even put the weapon down. That's why I was like, even though she unloaded it and everything like that, why would you put the weapon down and leave it where one of them would be able to grab it? And you literally coming in here telling them all the evil things that
Well,
their
you know
family
something,
have done.
but Tamika, maybe she planned on dying. That's
I
why she
think
wanted.
she did because if
That's
she
why she
didn't
wanted
die,
her
she would have went
her
to
that's what she
jail.
brother-in-law.
wanted.
Right, that's what
She
she
wanted her
wanted. Right.
brother-in-law to take care
Yeah,
of Lily.
yeah, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and she kept telling the brother-in-law, like, if anything happens to me, I want you to take care of her. She made sure she went to the school. She changed the paperwork to give him permission to pick up. So yeah, that was pretty much her saying her goodbye. Because even when they went to the school,
She said, "I want us to see her, but I don't want her
yes,
to know I'm here."
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was horrible though. It was like, what the hell?
Yeah, it was a mess.
Yeah, it's not a scary movie. It's not scary.
Yeah, like a Shakespeare tragedy. I agree, Monique. I agree with
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was something else, man. I said, well, damn, like it's all about the. Well, you know how that go when it's money and power. They a big company that's making all this money, and
She was
who?
smart enough to get that camera up in there, that nanny cam, and they look at that,
No,
look at
Mhm.
that,
and
look
look
at
at
them on
her.
the camera.
And the
That's what I'm
brother
saying.
was talking mad mess too, and he was like, "Okay, yeah, goodbye," shooting her up, and then
And
the
it's caught live on. Imagine we watching TV and we watching it live. Somebody getting murdered like that live,
right, because
almost
people was
like
putting in the chat, they was like, "Is this real? Is this really happening?" You could see like the chat moving up, and then all of a sudden you started seeing it on the news in
I
all these
mean,
different countries
remember,
and places.
remember when
Hmm.
we saw the George Floyd thing? That I mean, everybody saw
Hmm.
that live when it was
Yeah,
going on.
yeah.
So um,
I
that
think
was
she knew
crazy.
she had to. This was the ultimate sacrifice because she wanted the world to know how these people were.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
And
what
the
it really
sister,
was about, exposing them.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and that sister, they tried to make her out like she was crazy and keep her locked up in the room upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And she wasn't crazy. She was trying, she knew what was going on too. Her husband's sister.
I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't have that sister on them pills too.
They might
Hey,
have. That's what I'm saying. They
Nina.
kept her locked upstairs, remember, in the room. And so she probably was a bit crazy, just like, Um, just like that
Yeah.
detective. Yeah. It was crazy. There was a
Therapy. She
lot
went to
going
rehab.
on.
She was upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Mm. Oh
Yeah,
well.
but why did I wonder why the mother said she wouldn't rehab, but she was upstairs.
Because she
Cause
didn't want her to talk
she
to
didn't
her.
want she didn't
She
want her
didn't
to
want her to
deal with them
talk.
Back
talking.
into my
Yeah,
name.
she didn't want to talk.
She knew she was alive for a
Can y'all
while,
hear
and
me?
she
Yeah,
always believed that for a while.
yeah, she didn't want them talking. She didn't want
Okay.
the girl talking to anybody. So she didn't want the girl
Yeah,
talking.
I
So
felt like the sister, they probably looked at her like she was a weaker person and like she would have slipped up and told her something. So they was like, oh, she's away. We got her, she's in the psych ward or whatever the case may be, just to prevent them from her talking, because she probably would have been able to get, info out of her a lot quicker. Whereas the mother kept trying to make her feel like she was damn crazy and like she would be, putting her away if she had the chance. Because remember, didn't the mother say she worked in psychiatry for a lot of years? So
Mm-hmm.
she was trying to make her seem like she was crazy.
Did y'all talk about the part where he found out about the truth about those pills?
Well, yeah, we touched on it briefly where I was trying to explain to them, because some people in the chat haven't seen it, but there was a drug that was being given out and it had these different side effects. And we talked about the hacker and the fact that when he got arrested and he started telling, his name was Simi, right? The cop, he started breaking everything down to him. And that part to me was hot, because I was saying to Inga, I didn't see that coming. When he started breaking it down, and then he was getting the flashes of or every time that he passed out, every time he was in the car accident, the part with the girlfriend, to find out that that was really the girlfriend when we was over here thinking that's one of his damn not assistant, but what you call it, Alcohol Anonymous
His
sponsors.
sponsor.
Yeah, that's who I thought she was
Yeah,
last
because she
time.
kept talking about him missing the meetings and stuff like that. Like, you didn't go
Yes,
to this meeting, and she was just talking about how he wasn't sharing enough and stuff like that.
yes. And then it even said that it gives you, take your own life thoughts. And at one point, he
He
did
was
go
by
to
the
that
bridge.
bridge. Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, what the hell?
That was crazy to me.
It was.
Because
It
the way
was.
I at first,
And
remember,
we have medications that's out here that do give you all these different side effects that you need to look into. And they didn't know what was wrong with him. They couldn't even tell him why this was happening to him. And he's sitting here holding whole conversations in mad different places with her.
yeah, just sitting there talking, and then when they went back to shore, he talking to himself. That was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that text that he sent after the wreck. But who was it? It was one of y'all when we was on last week that said you never see the response from the text. And I didn't
Yeah,
even think about that. Yeah.
I think Candy said that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then when you saw it from his partner's perspective, you thinking he holding this whole conversation with her, but the partner literally is looking at him like, who the hell you talking to? That chair is empty.
Exactly. And he was just carrying on too, like going back and forth with
Yeah,
the
I felt bad for him. I
I did
felt
too.
bad for
The
him.
moment of truth, his face. But I thought
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he must have narcolepsy. And then that lady
Right.
told him when he went to the doctor, she was telling him there's no cure for this, and she's
Right.
basically gonna be with him until he passed.
Yeah. Because I
Yeah.
was pissed off with him until he finally went and told his fiance what was going on. I'm like, how was this your fiance and she pregnant by you? I get it that, you got to probably take a minute to take in what's happening and you don't want to tell her about this. But it's like, if y'all supposed to be partners and y'all supposed to be in this together and you're going to be having children with her, y'all going to be connected for the rest of your lives regardless. It's something she needs to know. So if anything, I was getting frustrated with him for
Me
one, like
too.
Monique said, he was still going out there knowing he was passing out. And then I was getting frustrated with him taking so long to tell her. I'm like, tell her already, because he just went running out the church and left her there talking about, I can't. I said, boy, if you don't get your ass back in there,
What about the part when he was trying when he started that? Well, I think we talked about that last week.
The
When he
lady's
started the
pregnant
argument to
too. I
make her
mean, why
drive.
wouldn't you tell
Yeah.
her?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
could have been told her. He took too long to tell her that to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. He definitely did. But he was a good cop, in my opinion. He just,
Yeah, I think
Oh
had
yeah,
he
he
problems.
just
probably
had
was.
that.
He probably was the best one on here.
He just
Mm-hmm.
that's all. Look, he was like he had like we thought he had narcolepsy last week,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
but it's like a sleep paralysis he's getting.
Right. He just passes out because even when he was in the middle of a case, besides the time when he passed out on the damn roof, he
Well,
passed
oh,
out
and
by the building and he had to call the partner to come get him and help him.
Yeah, he
yeah, I
did.
thought he
And
was having a stroke. I
yo,
thought he
you
was
know
having a
when I
stroke.
was scared for him when he drove that car and he knew he wasn't supposed to be driving to
Yes.
chase the dude and he was
Yes.
driving all erratic. And then I was
Mm-hmm.
like, he gonna pass out in these woods. When he got there, I said, yo, he gonna pass out. I was just me and
Yeah,
Pat
I
was
was so
watching it.
nervous for him because the partner had told him, stay there, do not move. I'm gonna come so I could drive you. And he was like,
Mm-hmm.
no, we don't got
Yeah,
time for that. I'm going, just meet me there. I'm like, boy, you don't sit your ass down somewhere.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah, that part was interesting for me. And the part with the kids was a little intriguing.
Yeah, because
Um
it seemed like they was more on top of it than the adults at first.
Yes, they was digging into stuff fast, and they kind of helped Maya to solve the case because once the daughter called and said, "Wait, my mom met up with, her son. She actually had met him, and she had took him to some school to do a tour and was asking questions." And she said, "Well, what was the name of the school?" And it was something with an F, and it just so happened that that was the school that her husband went to. So it was like, well, why would my sister be going there to investigate? Now she didn't tell her niece that. She just was like, "Oh, I don't know, I'm not sure." But as soon as she hung up the phone, she knew what she was talking about. Yeah, the kids are definitely the real MVPs, and she went there from there.
Yeah.
So that definitely helped the case along as well. Joe was into a lot, man. Joe was just going around taking out people like it ain't nobody damn business.
Yeah, he was like bananas with it.
Yeah.
And just sitting there lying in her face. But like we said, Maya wasn't really no better because she was carrying demons from when she was in the military. And the
Yeah.
fact that she went ahead and did that hit when she wasn't supposed to. They told her no, and she turned off the damn comms so that they wouldn't know that they told them no. And she said, yeah, they said go. And they basically blew that truck to bits.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So she talking about some, oh, I wish I could go back in time and change it like that. Don't help us now, Maya, okay? And she kept getting flashes of it. Not knowing that the whole time because her sister and her husband worked together. That was the thing about it. So even when she first came home for the sister's funeral, she said to him, well, you don't really seem upset by this. You was working with her every day. You actually had more of a relationship and saw her more than I did because I've been away in military. And he said everybody takes things in different ways. Knowing the whole time he took her out. Yeah, Corey helps with the case too. Yeah, but sometimes she was kind of like, I don't know. That's like I said, all of them had their times when they was annoying me and I would curse them out. It was times I was cursing Simi out because I felt like he was putting himself in danger. It was like maybe 2 times that the daughter annoyed me. She didn't annoy me a lot.
Yeah.
Then
I
Maya would
definitely was
annoy
annoyed
me.
through the whole thing.
The
Yeah.
daughter didn't annoy me. Her father did.
Yeah, he
Because the
definitely
way he
did.
was yelling at
He
them, and
definitely
then
did.
you talking to her like that's your woman, she had to check him. Like, look, I'm your daughter,
Mm-hmm.
not your wife.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, that part when he asked her, did she make him some French toast or pancake,
Yeah,
whatever it was? She's like,
I'm
"I'm
your
not your wife,"
daughter.
but then
It was
she
a
had,
crate.
yeah, she
I
had the
think it was. I think it was crepe. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay, she had it in the oven though. She was like, "It's a plate in the oven." That part cracked me up though.
she's like, I'm your daughter, not your
Yeah,
wife.
but I didn't understand why would you talk like if my father asked me, "Hey, you make me something," I wouldn't have said, "I'm not your wife." My father would have slapped me in my damn teeth. I just ain't. I ain't get that. But that I
Yeah, I
mean,
know I
that's
couldn't
white
say that
people.
to
Maybe
my
that's how they
father.
talk to their parents. So
Yeah, it was all right for a limited series. Like I like the parts where you try to figure out like, so how was he still damn alive? And on the camera when y'all went to his funeral and he supposed to be gone, and then it got a little bit more intriguing once we knew that the sister was doing an investigation that could have possibly, got her taken out because you thinking she just got taken out in a robbery, and then seeing the kids going. So it was parts that I did like. I just felt like Inga was saying earlier, some of it could have been cut down, and we could have just got to the meat and potatoes of it a lot faster
I
Yeah.
agree.
than some of the stuff that they was
And I believe the flashbacks were too kind of
yeah.
after a while.
Miss Kira Speaks says they had me all over. First I thought Maya's sister was sleeping with the coach, then Maya's husband. Yes, I
Yes.
thought that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yo, I
thought
thought that too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So and then
I
here,
thought
see,
that
18,
too.
18 years later, Lily is grown up now. Now she got her own family. She had her baby
Yeah.
and all that
And
stuff.
she named the baby after the mother. But why Simi don't look like he aged a bit? He look like he the same. He the
Exactly.
same damn age now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
his kids gotta be big too. His
Yeah. He
twins that
said
he
he
had.
said his, he
Yeah.
said his kid was grown or something. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
I thought it was cool that he still kept in touch with her. Because he was devastated when that thing happened, when the brother
Oh,
took
he
her
was.
out and it
Yeah.
came on the
Yeah. He
camera.
was
He
that.
was like, they
Well,
took
listen,
her out. They took her out. He
imagine
was
you watching that live on the internet, a live murder. You be like
yeah.
devastated. Yeah, and
Yeah.
he was very invested too. So that's why. So that was
Hmm.
crazy.
Yeah, because her friend looked like the same too. He don't really look. It looked like he had like a little bit of gray, and that was it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was 18 years later, so he probably was
Hmm.
going to age anyway. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, well, I guess it was a happy ending. I guess Maya wasn't here, but still was a
Yeah,
happy.
he
Yeah.
wasn't on the medication anymore. But I'll listen. I'm think those side effects would have still been bothering him, even if
Yeah,
he
he better get
stopped
his
it.
Mhm.
system cleaned out. It probably took a while to get out of his system. If you going
Hmm.
from talking to a whole person that not even there.
Yeah.
Mm, mm,
And
mm.
when he finally realized, like, so all this time you ain't been here, and she was like, "Yeah, these are the side effects. There's a good side and a bad side to it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was deep. That was definitely deep. And his partner was really trying to help him as best as he could, the new partner, even though he would tell him he was annoying. It was funny too, because one of the times when he told him, "Stay on the phone with me so I could talk to you while you driving," he said, "No, if I do that the way you talk, no offense, but I'll go to sleep even faster." He didn't want him to stay on the phone with him to talk to him about nothing. The kids finding the brother uh on a mature way. I mean, the kids took finding the brother in an unmature way. I don't think so. I think they kind of took it how you would expect teenagers to be. Because you find out of nowhere that you have a brother that you didn't know about. Then you find out that he at your damn school and he been around you watching you all this time.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
And
was
but
you
that
didn't
was
crazy.
the
know.
weird part. Why you didn't say anything sooner? I guess it was because he didn't know how to approach her.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what
that
he
was
said.
creepy.
And then you got to
Yeah.
look at it like this too. Her father is the coach, so
Yeah.
you know. So I thought that was probably why he was so. He took his time to actually approach her to tell
Hmm.
her, and then her little brother was pissed off because she met him by her like without him.
Right.
But I'm glad that he, let him know like this was me, it wasn't her, and they shook hands and stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I like that he was like, I can tell you where your father is because I actually know who he was. Because at one point he had went to the house and punched out the damn the boy's father, the brother's father. I was like, well, what the
Yeah,
hell going
he
on
did. He
here?
punched her back. Well, because his wife was having an affair. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he found out about.
Mm-mm-mm.
Um,
Yeah,
And
it was
18, I
definitely
didn't realize this was 18 years later because you know why? I walked out for a minute, and when I came back, I didn't see that part. I didn't know that
yeah,
because he looked the same. It just looked like
yeah,
he wasn't in the army anymore. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
like but he looked like how he normally look. He just looked like he didn't shave. So I mean,
Right. Yeah, it
Mhm.
was 18 years later. But no, I don't think she had an affair. I think she got with him and had that baby before being married and having her kids. So
Oh, she wasn't having
I
a fit.
think he
Oh,
was
okay.
mad that the kids came to him. Or I don't.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
thought she was having a fit. Okay.
yeah,
So that was before she even married that man.
yeah.
That was
That's what.
before she was
Yeah.
married him. Okay. Okay.
Because it seemed like he knew about him already, and her sister knew about the child already. And remember that when they called and was like, Auntie, we found this. Do we have a brother? I mean, or a sibling out there? Remember, she said, Go talk to your father. She didn't want to be the one to break it
Oh
to
yeah,
them
Maya knew
because she
about it.
didn't think that it should be a conversation for them. Yeah.
Yeah, Maya knew about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, at one point, everybody was looking guilty, Miss Curie. I was like, it could be the brother, it could be the father, it could be the damn, you know, neighbor. I'm like, the damn nanny. Everybody was acting weird. The
yeah,
mother and them was acting weird. It was
the
like
mother she
everybody was
pissed me off
acting
the most
weird.
in this
Mm-hmm.
because
No,
it
and
looked
that
like she was hiding stuff from the
well,
beginning.
Yeah,
the
yes,
nanny made me mad too. I wasn't
yeah,
happy with
Oh
her.
yeah, when she when she sprayed her with the but
Mm-hmm.
that was like I know we
Yeah,
talked about it
to beat the
last week,
nanny
but
up.
that's what pissed me off the most about it. And then we found all
mm-hmm,
them doggone nanny cams.
Yeah, the mother was the
mm-hmm.
number one suspect. She definitely
Yeah,
Yeah.
was.
definitely.
Hmm. The
I knew
mother-in-law.
something
Yeah.
was up with her from the beginning, y'all. I remember I said I ain't like her.
Yeah, nobody liked her. She just
Yeah,
was so
nobody. No, none of
nasty
us
for
said
no
we liked the lady.
reason.
Yeah, none of us said we
Mm-mm.
liked her.
And
Mm-mm.
she always play a villain, that woman.
Yeah, she
She
do.
did something else with I can't remember the movie, but she was a villain in that, and I couldn't stand her.
Mm-hmm.
She remind me of the lady from Flowers in the Attic movie.
Yeah, she
Oh yeah, I know
do.
who you're
She
talking
I
about.
want to say it's
Yeah, she do look
I'm
like her.
looking at it, right
she do
because I
remind me
couldn't.
of her a
It
little
was just like
bit.
I couldn't stand her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like I don't like you from somewhere else too, lady. Like it was like something like that.
yeah, definitely. But any of y'all have any lost thoughts? Candy Love was having some technical difficulties. We know that this happens on stream, y'all. We ain't got no
Yeah,
control of it. I done had it happen to me. I
exactly.
don't know how many lives. So now she getting a
Mhm.
taste of the creator's life on YouTube.
Mhm.
It's either
What's
that
up,
or it's an
EJ?
internet issue or
I'm so
something, maybe. I don't
upset.
know.
I'm so
I
upset.
know, I know. And trust
Hey
me, it
y'all,
happens. What's up, EJ?
how are y'all today?
Hi, EJ.
Okay.
Hey, hey, hey.
Tired.
Oh, girl, I understand. I came in a little bit late, but I just wanted to try to show up. Trying to show up for my girl.
Hi,
Yeah,
EJ.
EJ. So if you want to tell any of your thoughts overall of what you thought about it, any parts you liked or didn't like, because Candy Love was having a problem, so we kind of stepped in and was taking over for her.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, I thought this was a really, really good watch. I enjoyed the movie. I binge watched it the entire time. I mean, honestly, at some point, I wasn't shocked to learn that she was the person who was ultimately the one who ended up unaliving him because he unalived her sister. It started to all click, but I won't lie and say that I knew that from the beginning because I did not. It took me a good while before it all started clicking for me. I think the family is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I mean, they really are. And the fact that the only one that probably has any common sense or not common sense, any sense is what's her name? Caroline, I think. That just says a lot because we know she wasn't all there either. But I thought that was interesting. But to know that the dad or the father, whatever his name was, what's the dad? What's his name? Joe? I can't think of his name right now. The one who all of everything was about her husband. To know that
Yeah,
he was
Joe.
such
Uh-huh.
yeah, to know that he was such a evil person, like you don't even know, like it's crazy because you don't even know who you married, and I'm not, not blaming her. I'm just saying that it's crazy how you can marry somebody and not know exactly who they are, and all of these things come up about how he was responsible for the guy being killed. I mean, being unalived, because he tightened up the rope on his arm, and then his brother didn't commit suicide, but he was the one who actually unalived him. And it was just a lot. And then to find out that in order to protect this family, he even unalived his wife's sister. It was just crazy to me. I thought it was a really good watch. I enjoyed looking at it. Yeah, those are my thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, that speaks for itself. If he would take his own brother out as a teenager, his mom knew that and covered it up. If he don't
Yeah,
give a damn about his own brother, you know he ain't gonna care about your sister.
exactly. And they said he would do that to anybody he was jealous of. But he feel like they was doing better than him, and that was all with that. And she said it was an accident. The mother, remember when she confronted her about it the first time?
Yep.
Yep, she sure did. She was willing to cover up everything, and then when she got exposed, you see how quick she was willing to throw him under the bus and be like, "Well, we'll just put it all on him." So
Mm-hmm.
she was sick.
Very much so. Very much so. But I like the way how they did it at the end. I don't think that I like the way
Blame,
that.
blame Joe. Blame the dead man.
Oh, okay. I
Oh,
don't like how she was how it ended per se. Like I understand that she needed to that she felt like she had to absolve herself, so she was giving up her life in order to expose the truth. And I get that, but I just wish there was a version where she didn't have to go and leave her baby girl behind, But I do like how how they showed her grown up and how she named her after her and all that stuff. So
Yeah, we was kind of talking about that part. I felt like on one hand she really didn't have a choice because she was going. It was either spend her life in prison or basically be taken out, and then she still had the guilt of what she did when she was in the military. I think the bigger picture was just to expose them, take them down. It's like, yeah, I may be out of here, but y'all ain't gonna be cruising past either. Y'all gonna be taken down too because y'all think y'all got all this power and y'all can get away with everything. So I'm guessing that's what her train of thought was. But yeah, it would have been nice if she could have just still took them down and been able to be with her daughter and call it a day.
exactly, it was good to me. I like it.
Candy said Maya made Eddie sober up. Moochie, you got any other thoughts? Did everybody put what they rated in the comments? Those of you that did see it, I know some said they didn't see it.
I would give it, because of all of the. Sometimes you got confused with all of the flashbacks, so that's why I'm gonna give it a 7. But it did hold my attention, and I was kind of disappointed with the end, with her taking herself, sacrificing herself basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it was about a 7 for me, 7.5. Because I did like the twists and turns. I like that I didn't really know what the heck was going on, and that once I saw her husband on the damn cam, I was like, "Well, how the hell you on the cam, Joe? What the hell going on?" And
Right.
then even at one point, her daughter had like went by the bushes and was saying, "Dad, Dad, Dad." I thought she was seeing the daddy in the bushes. I was like, "Girl, you ain't gonna go over there and check and see why she's standing there looking."
You
Because
know,
kids and pets and animals, they perceptive, they see stuff. I was like, "Why we ain't checking over there?"
I thought he
Yeah.
was alive though at first. I thought he was still alive.
Me
Like, and
too.
the
I
mother
That
was
was
thought that
so
too.
hiding
funny.
it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it was a lot going on.
I give it like I'm with you, Tamika. 7.5. I might even push it up to an 8, and that's only because of all the twists and turns. I really was engaged in the movie the entire time, and I typically won't binge watch stuff like that too much. It really just depends. You really got to keep my attention, especially as late as I was up watching it. So I'll probably give it 7.5, 8, just because of that.
Okay. Well, we thank y'all for joining us tonight. We definitely appreciate everybody for coming out. Miss Kira Speaks, Sharon Ofer, Kendall, Nita, Monique 69 Ways. I don't know
Daria.
who else I've seen. Daria.
Daria. Queen,
Yes, Queen. If y'all see any other ones,
Sharon,
we appreciate all of
Torek,
y'all for
Sterling,
coming.
and Sanaya's mom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why she wasn't up here today? Where's she at?
You know, she could have came on.
Yes, help your girl out. She was over here stressing.
Please make sure you guys hit the like, hit the share, put us up in that algorithm, y'all, and holla at your girl.
Moochie, what you got coming up next on your channel, girl?
Y'all know what it is. Tomorrow it's on. We all gonna be taking power naps, and we gonna be up doing Raising Canaan and talking about it. So let's get into it. Yep. Vanessa, you in danger, girl.
So thank you for explaining some of this crazy ish.
Mhm.
Oh, God. Lord, I hope not. I'm gonna be so mad, y'all. Don't let me find out. I gotta pull an Inga and go take out Ronnie my damn self. If he messes me up.
I'm telling you.
I know Inga ready to come to Queens right now.
I am.
On the
I'm
first
telling
thing smoking.
Yeah.
For real.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna look for Unique's body too when I get up that way.
Look, he might be
Yeah.
walking. He might
But
be walking
I
out. We
want to
might
see.
see him.
I know what you said earlier about that theory you said, Tamika, but I want to see Pernessa take Ronnie out. That's what I like to see. I know I
That
don't think
would
that's
be
gonna
nice.
happen, but I'm saying, but I like to see it.
If that
Right.
means she listened to rock and kept it on her.
Right.
Put some hot ones in his crazy behind.
Yeah. I don't even think we're gonna see her no more for real. I don't know. I mean, unless y'all know something I don't know, but I don't think we're gonna see her no more.
EJ, what you got going on?
Okie dokie, guys. So this is what I have. No, I'm joking. So what I have going. No, so I just did earlier today. Vacay J, Tika Deshawn, and myself. You know, the Ruthless Roundtable is back. Ruthless is back tomorrow, actually. So I think we're gonna get 3 episodes. So you can expect to have like 3 reviews from me, and then we'll have our roundtables. Where we do our live discussions. So we're going to have 3 different ones. And then, of course, All the Queen's Men is back. And you already know, Virtual Club Eden. It's lit and it's a vibe. So definitely check that out. And then I'll have my reviews up for All the Queen's Men. And then I'm working on some more stuff. I'm really trying to get it together. I know I've been trying to manage my time. It's just crazy. But just keep your notifications on. And hopefully, starting in February, I'll be able to finally get what I'm trying to get done. So we'll see.
Okay. I am going on at 11:30 to talk about sisters. I think hopefully me and Candy Love will be able to get on with no problem. We'll see. Friday is Love at the Lockup. Moochie, what we doing Hot Town? Are we doing movie night with the ladies?
Too. I forgot all about that. Movie night with the
tomorrow.
ladies. Look,
Okay, so y'all know I'm on the panel with the ladies. Wherever they go, I go, and we gonna be coming through with that.
Y'all gonna be worn out by the
Yeah,
time
we gonna be tired,
more.
child. We out here in these YouTube streets. Okay.
Yeah, by the time y'all gonna be worn out by the end of the night on Thursday.
And then
you haven't changed her picture?
Yeah, she changed it. She said she was tired of people calling her Burke.
Oh, because she looked like
Oh, okay.
Yeah, y'all know. So of course I'm gonna join. Yeah, they was calling her Detective Burke. She said, "Nah, I had to switch it up on y'all." And yeah, y'all know I'm gonna be in Club Eden too. I'm gonna be partying with the ladies there. Then
no, we're not doing Hell Up in Harlem this week.
No, not this week. That's the fourth
Kendall
Sunday.
said it's a Hell Up in Harlem. Said no, not this.
But Saturday is Self-Care Saturday. Yeah, Moochie will be hosting that one.
What? That's at the end of February. We do Hell Up in Harlem.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's always the fourth Sunday of the month. But I am gonna be doing some stuff for Black History Month. I'll just keep your notifications on. But So, Kids Saturday is Saturday, and what you should be watching is Saturday. And I got a special guest that's gonna be joining me, rocking out with me. Hopefully, it's gonna be fun. Y'all make sure y'all come through. And yeah, one night stay is the movie night with the ladies.
Yes.
Yeah, we gonna be busy.
Yes, Lord.
And I think Candy Love said she was gonna be doing Ruthless too, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, but so
She gonna be
keep your
doing it.
notifications. Keep y'all notifications on.
She gonna
A lot
be
going
doing
on.
it. Candy.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Definitely. Yes. Okay. She said yes. She is. Okay, y'all beautiful people. Thank y'all so much for joining us.
She said she looking
Definitely
for an
appreciate
Angela vibe.
it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you was looking more of
Oh,
an Angela
You
vibe?
said I look like more like Angela.
Lord. Okay, I see you.
Thanks for coming out. God bless. Have a good night.
Not. Peace.